fall temperatures are back across north central Texas thanks to last night's cold front. 64, 65 degrees for your highs today. Not that bad. There will be a little bit of a north breeze, so if you tend to be on the colder side, a little more sensitive to that, I would maybe carry a light sweater, a light jacket or something around with you. Maybe wear some longer sleeves, but I think for the most part, for most of us, it's going to be a fairly nice day out there today. Overnight tonight, 38, 39 degrees. I've had a few ask me, do I need to worry about the plants, those kind of things? I'll say this. I think that there may be some low-lying areas that get closer to maybe 35, 36 degrees, but I don't think we see anything below freezing. Now, if your plants are sensitive to maybe a little bit of frost, maybe getting close to the freezing point, yeah, I would bring them inside just in case. Just in case you happen to be in one of those low-lying areas that gets a little bit cooler overnight, but overall I don't really expect to have to worry about that too terribly much. Allergens are right around the medium-low range here, so right around where we have been throughout the fall season, and we'll probably stay that way, I think, for the most part here. And I want to spend a little bit of time on this map. You see something we haven't seen in a while. See the blue precipitation there. Normally when I bring up this radar composite, I'm just showing generalized precipitation, right? Just the greens and yellows and reds. But I've flipped it over because we do have quite a bit of snow across the country. Not here, unfortunately, at least unfortunately for me. I enjoy a little bit of snow. I know that for a lot of you that's a doomsday situation. But you look up in the northern part of the heartland there, pretty good snowstorm going on, and you'll hear a little bit about that as that heads towards the Midwest. Here's the front that came through last night. Didn't bring us any rain or anything, but did bring temperatures down a little bit. And then you're going to hear quite a bit about this storm out west, the Pacific Northwest. You're going to hear the term bomb cyclone, one of the most hyped up terms I've ever heard in the meteorological world, but it just means that a very strong low pressure system, and that will stay out there. That's not going to impact our weather. We're not going to have any kind of bomb cyclone bringing anything to our area, so you don't have to worry about that. That won't be a part of our weather conditions across the area over the next several days, but we will have a cold front coming in middle of next week. We'll be watching the Thanksgiving forecast to see if that will affect us, but we'll actually warm up ahead of that. So let's just get right into the forecast here. Today, mid-60s for your highs, a little bit of a breezy north wind. Tomorrow, winds come down a bit, and we do warm up just a little bit. We're still in the 60s, but closer to 68, 69 degrees. Upper 30s both nights, so these will be chilly nights, but then we increase the humidity going into the weekend. Friday still looks nice and cool there. Saturday, we're getting closer to the low 70s there. And you notice Saturday night, really Friday night and Saturday night, you can see the lows starting to creep up here. As we get more humidity, that's going to hold in more daytime heating as we get into the nighttime hours. And then as we get into the weekend here, 79, 78, really the beginning of next week, pretty warm to start off the week. And we will also have that increased humidity, so the overnights are not as cool as well. But we are looking at that cold front coming in sometime Tuesday, Wednesday. This early in the process. It's a little early to tell exactly when that's going to come in. Could be some showers with that. Right now I have just a 20% chance on Tuesday. That could be delayed again. As we get closer, we'll have to look at the timing. Right now, it looks like Thanksgiving and Black Friday are dry and mild, but we'll see how that forecast turns out over the next few days. We'll have to wait a little bit and see how that turns out. But for now, nice weather, really, for the most of the week. A little bit warm to start next week, but then another cold front comes in to keep fall in place, hopefully at least for the Thanksgiving holiday.